So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Neze Peperempe. Welcome back to the channel guys. In today's video we're going to be talking, today's video is going to be like a vulnerable video, okay? And forget I'm smiling, no, it's going to be a very vulnerable video. And I kind of feel like these videos are very important in as much as I'm a very positive person, and most times I always like to be in high spirits and be happy. That doesn't make me any less human. There's sometimes that I feel overwhelmed, and sometimes I feel, pressure of responsibilities on me. So if I can share those good jolly moments with you guys, it's also important for you guys to know other aspects of my life where I put an extra effort to keep my head above water. This video I'm going to be talking from the bottom of my heart and from the top of my head. I do not have anything jotted, I don't have any points written anywhere. I'm just going to tell you guys how it is and how I feel. Yes, you guys have seen the title and the thumbnail. I am letting go of, we're going to get to that, but let's start from the beginning. You guys know that since I relocated here, I chose not to do a conventional 9-to-5 work. I create content. I have 2 channels. Some of you here do not know that I have another channel. I know some of you came from NEZEVILLE here, but let me just put it out here in case you do not know. I have another channel. I call it my main channel, NEZEVILLE, where I discuss social issues and trending topics. So follow that channel too. So when I came here, it was entirely my decision that I would not be in a hurry to go out there and get a conventional 9-to-5 job. I made that decision for several reasons, but top 2 on the list would be, given the structure of this place, I would not like to be away from home and away from my little children for too long. And secondly, what I am already doing on YouTube aligns with my passion, aligns with my dream, and it gives me utter fulfillment doing it, and it also pays my bills and takes care of my responsibilities completely. So I was like, why would I leave something that gives me joy and happiness and flexibility and now rush out to go and start working for less? So I chose to stick with creating and doing what I'm doing. But one thing that a lot of people do not know, especially those that watch content creators, they think that they think it's child's play. I read some people write in my comment section, it's because you are not working, it's because you are not working. And I laugh in French and German. I have worked for a long time. I was a working mom in Nigeria for 10 years. I have practiced law, I did banking, I did insurance. I have several experiences in the 9-to-5 space, so I know what a 9-to-5 job is. And trust me, if you can work in a bank in Nigeria as a marketer under the sun and in the rain, Saturday and Sunday, early morning till night, 9-10, if you can work a banking job in Nigeria, trust me, there's no job that will be too tough for you abroad. Believe me, I worked in Access Bank. Go and ask. Go and ask. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I have very good experience in a 9-to-5 job. So when I tell you the difficulty in creating content, don't assume that I'm saying it because I don't have experience in other fields. Many of us are very quick to throw comments. We always imagine that what we are doing is the most challenging. If you're a nurse, you believe that nursing, is the most difficult profession. If you're a truck driver, you believe, truck driving, you are only exposed to what you know. And you might find yourself downplaying what other people do because you do not know the intricacies of what is involved in that particular field. So let me just give you a little tip. As a content creator, especially in my niche, I talk about current happenings, and I have managed to amass a group of followers that have a lot of trust and regard for the information I give them. So I do not just come and start talking from the top of my head and dishing out false information or giving gist. Hey, it don't happen, no, but don't fire you, like hey. No, I put a lot of work. You see that 20 minutes video you see, if I tell you how many days sometimes it takes to put that together, you'll be surprised. So we're just, just listening. So for me now on NEZEVILLE, I'm not even talking about this second channel that is a vlog channel. On NEZEVILLE, the first thing I do is to source for news that people will be interested in. So most times you see me, I'm searching everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm trying to search for news worth talking about that would impact people. Now when I get the topics, I start researching. On my laptop, I can have like 20 tabs open, different interviews, different histories of the person, the progression of the story. I invest a lot of time, an enormous amount of time doing this research, sometimes throughout the night. I don't sleep. I'll be doing this research and jotting down pieces of information. Now, after doing that research, very extensive, time-consuming, brain-popping, sometimes your head will be spinning because it's mentally tasking. After gathering all of those information, then I have to piece it up into a fluent, intriguing, and captivating story. It doesn't just come like as if you went to playground to play. It's an effort, it's a tact. So I piece up this information, make it flow progressively from the beginning, climax to the end, and then I start preparing to shoot. Whether I like it or not, I have to wear my wig. Even if I'm having a headache, I'll wear my wig. I'll spend lots of time doing my makeup, painting my fingers, even when I hate to paint my fingers, jewelries, hair, everything has to match. When I'm done prepping myself, then I start prepping my background. I have to charge my batteries, ensure that they're good, the lighting is good, the flowers are arranged, microphone, lights, audio, everything is on point. Sometimes you shoot, after shooting you discover that you didn't on the microphone. You first collapse on the bed. After internal tears, you stand up and shoot again. So you have to ensure that the props, the set is good to go. Then that thing that you have created, you start talking. Sometimes I shoot 4 videos at once. By the time I'm done talking all this thing, I'm talking and shouting, my head will be popping like popcorn. Then you have to express. Even when you're tired, you have to be expressive, you have to be engaging, you have to be interesting. It is a lot of work. Then after the shooting, the main work starts, the editing. You find yourself sitting 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, depending on the video, the length, and the numbers of videos, editing, cutting, chopping, finding the pictures of these people that you were talking about, googling, searching for pictures, searching for videos, downloading content that as you are talking, you are putting all these things. You edit the video, very difficult. You make sure that you get the correct music that will go with the video. You do your thumbnail, you make sure that you post and you go live. And then you have to do follow-up, create reels from those videos. I have to go to Facebook, post, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I have to make use of all social media platforms to project these videos. And this is just one content. And this is just one channel. As people will sit down there and say, hey, because you don't have work. That is ignorance, ignoramus. You are an ignoramus if you think that. I have done a 9 to 5 for several years, and I can tell you, you see this one I'm doing is even a lot more tasking because there are no breaks. At work, you close, you come back home. This one, I can be doing it till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. every day. And I'm doing on NEZEVILLE, I'm doing on NEZEPEPEREMPE. I'm doing on every social media platform. It is draining, it is taxing. Sometimes I sleep by 3, 4, my head is aching. So just because we dish out this content smiling, you think it's joke or child's play? It's not. It's serious work, a lot of hard work. So I'm pushing, we're doing it. Now, I told you guys that I'm schooling, I'm a student. Every day, Monday to Friday, I attend my online class. It's an online class. But if you have schooled abroad, you would know how demanding it is to school abroad. Because nobody is going to write notes for you or give you notes to copy. It is full of assignments and projects and different tasks. For 5 hours every day, I'm in class. Every blessed day, aside weekends, I'm in class. And I have projects, I have assignments, loads of them to do. And I must pass because failure is not an option for me. So I have these jobs, which I can call working 2 jobs, because having one YouTube channel and doing well at the level that I am on YouTube, where I have a considerable amount of followers and I am very consistent, that's like having a full-time job. So having 2 YouTube channels, posting consistently on both of them it's like having 2 jobs. And here I am as an international student, if I can call myself that, because I'm schooling like full-time. Then my personal life. I have 4 children. None of them is up to 10 years. My first son is 9 and my baby just clocked 1. So I have these responsibilities at home as a mother. Cooking, cleaning, catering to children, full-time house help, full-time omodo. That is me. Give me my crown. I am the original house help. From morning till I drop down at night, I don't sit down, except maybe I'm editing, I don't rest. And even when I'm editing, most times Chinaya is on my back. There is so much work to do. It's as if as you are entering this place, before you finish tidying it, you've gone down. You don't even know where the plate. Walking, cleaning, washing, cooking, caring for a new baby that cannot feed herself, cannot bathe herself, cannot wipe herself. You've changed diaper, you've showered her, you've carried her, she'll raise up her hand, you've put a tablet, she has scattered everywhere, you chase after her, ensuring she doesn't get hurt. So my situation is like being a full-time stay-at-home mother with 4 children, being a full-time international student, and working 2 jobs. So put some respect on my name. Don't you dare come to the comment section and tell me Neze is because you are not working. You have no idea what my life is like. And because I come to YouTube to smile, or because I have a positive nature or approach to things, does not mean that it is roses. I am constantly under pressure. Somehow in my pressure, I have created that shock, that absorber to manage my pressure without losing myself and still create time to exist and be happy and go out. I don't go out and have fun because I have a lot of time on my hands, because even Saturdays and Sundays I am still working till midnight. So doing all these things, I always assured myself that Neze, you are strong, you are built strong, you can do it. It's not you that is doing it. Did you drop down and die? Do it. And you know, I was pushing myself and going at it. And before I knew it, I began to see changes. Yes, I began to see some changes in my mood, in my outlook, in a lot of things. First and foremost, I'm being very open to you. The stress, the stress, the pressure, I observed that I began to see gray hair on my head. In Nigeria, throughout my years there, I never see white hair for my head. I opened my head one day, I saw gray. I said, okay, what is this? I went on Google, I searched, what is the cause of sudden gray hair? They said, stress. I said, it's alright. Secondly, I began to gain a lot of weight because I'm someone that always has to keep myself and my body in check. Even before I had children, I'm someone that gains weight very easily. If I leave myself, I will turn to Lukuzuna, literally. So, because of I didn't have time to always work out and keep to those schedules that keep me in shape, I was just eating. Sometimes I work so hard and so long that it's in the night, late at night, that I find time to even put something in my mouth. So it began to take an adverse effect on my weight. Then when I knew that water don't pass Gary, was when I now started getting incessant headaches that will not stop. I have never been a headache girl. If I want to be sick, like all the sickness of my life is more of tummy sickness. Like if I eat something, it's upset my tummy. I've never been that kind of person. I'll just have headaches. I don't take paracetamol or those kind of drugs. But I noticed that everyday headache, banging headache, my head bam bam bam, as if bricklayer is walking on my head, carpenter. Headaches that will not stop. I'll take Panadol, I'll take, aspirin, what's it called? I will take medication. The headaches were not going. I spoke to my mother said, because my mother was worried. There is no time my mother had called me that I am not doing something. Action. Either I'm busy cleaning, I'm scrubbing, I'm mopping, She was like, yeah, are you a laborer? I have never seen you sit down and rest. Be careful, oh. This incessant headache is how high blood pressure starts. Easy, oh. Be careful, oh. When I told my mother about these headaches that will not go, day in, day out, night, morning, afternoon, my head would be popping, banging. She was advising me that this is how hypertension and those kind of problems start. You know, she advised me on how to take it easy and, you know, survive my new reality. In fact, this story has taken so long. I don't know where we're going. Where are we heading to again? Don't worry, I know where I'm heading to. So in all of this stress, how do I put it for you to understand? What I would consider the most time consuming, or the one that makes, how do I put it that you guys will understand? Okay, having a new baby and doing all these things. And not just having a new baby, having a baby that is extremely attached to me. You guys know how long I wasted for Chineye. You know how long I craved for Neyenwa, my daughter, after how many boys. So when she came, it was like a dream. I didn't want to let her go. In fact, in the night, I can wake up and be looking at her, I'll be like, God, now me be this. You use this pikin butter me like this. Sure, now dream be this. So I was obsessed. I was always with her. Even when I had helps in Nigeria, I was always carrying her. I always wanted to swallow her. I wanted to lick her. I wanted to, you know, just be with her. So the thing had an effect on my baby. I'll call it a good effect because it's not bad. It's a blessing. So Neyenwa now became extremely attached to me. So bad that she will not even let any other person, not even her father, carry her. It's even in recent times that Neye started allowing her brothers or her father carry her. Only me. Whether I'm in the toilet, or if I'm going to toilet, she'll sit down on my leg while I'm going to toilet. I'm walking, I'm doing house chores, I'm mopping, I'm sweeping, she's on my back. I'm editing, I'm carrying her. I can't even eat, I'm carrying her to eat. So it now became very tasking. I'm going to school, I'm doing this work, doing YouTube, doing TikTok, doing Facebook, doing Instagram, doing Twitter, doing NEZEVILLE, doing NEZEVILLE. I'm in school doing projects, doing housework, cooking. If I tell you how many hours of sleep I get in a day, counselors and doctors will start with me, but I don't want their trouble. So I will say it. In other words, when I realized that if I don't make some changes, it would affect me, I'm going to hurt myself, I now decided to make some changes. And one of those changes I made, I told myself that weekends, I'm not going to shoot any video. No matter what is trending, no matter what is happening, except maybe I didn't do anything throughout the week. But as long as I worked throughout the week, I dished out content, weekend, I would rest. I would lie down. I didn't know what it is to sit down or lie down or be watching television. I didn't know what that meant. It was always work. Because you know, when you're self-employed and you see yourself, you know, making progress, doing well, my kind of person, I start double taxing myself. I don't want to go below last month's threshold. Before you know it, you overstretch yourself. So I told myself, I don't care. This is what I'm going to do. Weekdays I would work, weekends I would rest. So I came up with different things. Friday nights, for example, is our movie night at home. We and the children, I will do something like do barbecue or fish, whatever. We'll sit down, we'll eat and watch a movie. I'll close laptop, close work. I told myself that Sundays after church, we must go out, go somewhere and jollificate. No be me, Jesus. I told myself that this number of times a week, I must work out. I will not be in a hurry to start working. Once I wake up, I start working. The children have gone to school. I'm, timing myself. Work out, keep yourself healthy, keep yourself in check. You see, these things I'm saying are very important. Because you see many Nigerians come abroad and you see those dropping down dead like chickens. It is when we overstretch ourselves. You see, wait. In a bid to make it, in a bid to make money, in a bid to, keep up, we find so many Nigerians come abroad. They relegate their health, rest, recreation, fun to the back burner. And they start taking 2, 3, 4 jobs and working themselves to hypertension. When you are 6 feet under, who will spend the money? So I had to reevaluate some things. That's excessive cleaning, because you guys know that I am, how do I describe myself? Go-getter, achiever kind of person. I am a very driven person, like almost like a perfectionist person. So I don't want anywhere untidy. If I enter this room, toys on the floor, I've picked it up, give me spray, I get spray, I start cleaning the walls, any stain, I vacuum the floor, hey, toilets are stained, I go there, food, I go to the kitchen, the gas cooker, I start cleaning from morning till night. I had to tell myself, Ayele o, igbosi o. If that toy is on the floor, leave it there. Leave it there, oh, before I die for this place, oh. Leave it there. When the children come back, after they eat and relax, they will pick their toys. So I started taking the chore thing easily. I started telling myself that everywhere does not have to be perfectly neat. There is no house help here. Not only you, they work 2 jobs. Not only you, they school full time. Not only you, they take care of newborn baby. Not only you, one easy. Another decision, the biggest one that I now have to make, was sourcing to put Nigerian in daycare. Truth is that I didn't want Naya to go to daycare or day homes and all these places until she's at least 2, when she can communicate. If something is paining her, she can point at it, she can express herself a little. I wanted her to be fully under my care, under my watch. I didn't want one Indian or Pakistani woman to raise her for me. But considering the situation, the pressure, schooling, working, and her being overtly attached, like she can't even stay in the same room with me without clamping my body. I was like, it might be helpful if she goes out there and socialize, meet other children, be a little bit independent, even if it's for 4 hours in a day. Let me also be able to use those 4 hours and breathe as a human being and do things around the house without having to carry her and just have a breather. So I discussed with my husband, who, by the way, in fact, has been my pillar of strength. If not that husband of mine, I would have run back to Nigeria. If not my husband that is taking away most of my burden, most of the stress. If I married a boss, if I married a man that came with that African mentality of enslaving their wives. You know what happens when they sing that song? This world is not my home. I am blam blam dum. That's what they would have been singing for me. Hey, whoa. Now die. But because of the kind of husband I have, hey, Jesus. And I just thank God. So as I'm doing, he's doing. It's 100 for us. 100 over 100. What do they call it? Not 50-50. 100. Sometimes he's doing everything, holding the children down, taking care of home so I can shoot. Sometimes he's doing his own work while I hold down. So partnership and love. That is why it's even possible in the first place. If he wasn't a helpful, kind, and domestic, useful man, it would have been impossible for me. I hear my baby's voice. He's holding her down just for me to shoot. So I spoke to my husband about it, and he was like, baby, anything that will relieve you, that would take the pressure off you, that will make you happy and healthy, I am solemnly behind you. So we began looking for a daycare. And guys, for you to get daycare, now you they bring money. It's not like Nigerian school where one teacher will handle 500 students. Over here, there's a number of children that a daycare can take. And most times these daycares are full because there's no house help now. Everybody is using the daycare, working mothers and all of that. So we've been trying to get a daycare. All of them are full. Some will not have space or slots till September, months. The next option is a day home. If you're not abroad, the difference is a daycare is like a bigger establishment that can have even up to 80 children, is registered like a school itself, while a day home is like a private individual using her maybe basement as a little place where children can come and stay and the parents will pay. So those are the two options. For daycares, the availability is not just there. So the option that is closer for me is a day home, and that is what we might be considering. So for those that have experiences in these kinds of things with their children going to daycares or day homes, please let us know in the comment section. Share your thoughts, share your experiences. Was it a good experience? Because sometimes I tell myself, okay, she's gonna go, and sometimes I tell myself, can I manage? Let me hold on to her a little. I don't want to let her go. Is she going to be fine there? Is she going to be well taken care of? Share your experiences down in the comment section. And that's the beauty of shared experiences. That's why I get very irritated when some people come to the comment section and say, Neze, it is too early to share that experience. And I'm like, use your brain now. I'm sharing my experience as at now. I'm not saying that the experience cannot change. If I release a video of things that happened to me 3 months into Canada, I'm not saying that I'm now an expert. I'm saying this is what I have seen 3 months into my journey. So people that are coming behind me can know what to expect in the next 3 months. Let me not get angry with you. I think it's pretty absurd for people to condemn or criticize people sharing their experiences. You are not the one that will set timestamps for people. If I choose to share 3 months journey I share it. It might change in the next 1 year, and I will share the updated change, and life will go on. People will be learning. So please, let us learn from your experiences. What has your experience been with daycares and day homes abroad? Some people swear that they will never take their child to a day home because, it's not that structured. It's just one human being there. That human being can be sick, can be tired, can be irritated, might not be in the mood that day, and your child might suffer. Unlike a daycare that is structured, there's so many eyes on your children and so many eyes on the staff. While some people say, oh, the day home is fine, it just depends on the individual if you meet a good person. So let us know what your experience has been like putting your children in daycares or day homes in the abroad. So guys, this long story, this gist I just gave you guys now is just like a little reminder to remind my dear brothers and sisters, not just in the diaspora alone, my darling brothers and sisters, whether you are in Nigeria, wherever you are in your country, or whether you're in diaspora, you need to pinch yourself sometimes and tell yourself, calm down, take it easy, and step back and look for ways that you can lighten up your burden, because wahala no dey finish. There will always be reasons for us to exert ourselves 100%. You need to check yourself by yourself. Nobody will check you if you don't check yourself. Check yourself. Slow down when you need to, have fun when you need to, and try to balance things out. As you are working hard for your money, if there's anything that your money can work hard for you, leave that money and get that comfort and peace. Don't just be money driven. Before you know it, you go fall for ground. And it's 6 feet. So let us learn how to manage ourselves, manage our health, manage our work, and manage our family. And inshallah, we will pull through. Okay? So I just wanted to share my challenges so far, my experience dealing with everything, being a full-time student, working all these jobs, being a mom, a wife, and everything. How it almost shook me, but how, God willing, I was able to catch myself back and put some measures in place, including this measure that has not even been finalized, that I want to hear your thoughts on. So thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to share your experiences and your advice, not just to me but to everybody reading and watching. Thank you so much, guys. So we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, or if you're just seeing me for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl, Barrister NEZEVILLE, and this is NEZEVILLE. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.